Yes. Why do we even have immigration laws if the politicians are never going to enforce them? I mean, you have a southern border that's open. You have this pitiful-looking fence, and we've all seen this pitiful-looking fence on the news. That people who are immigrating to America illegally, they just go through that thing like it's not even there. They just go under it, under the wire. They pull the wire up. They go. They this fence area, this shingling fence and everything. They just push it to the side and crawl on through the areas that have those. And then you have the areas with the wide open desert, and there's just nothing out there. But it's illegal to come into the United States, that way. But they ignore the law and they come in, they get a job, and then there's some politicians that say, oh well, let's create a path to citizenship. Translation: let's reward them for crossing the border illegally. So that's just more jobs continuously going away, and not to mention the fact that a pregnant woman can just simply cross the border, drop her baby on U.S. soil, baby becomes a U.S. citizen. Oh, then we got to pay for the welfare and the food stamps for that child. We got to pay for the WIC for that child. Okay. Oh, but we can't separate the baby from the mom. That would be wrong. So we got to make mom a citizen. Okay. But every child needs a dad, and dad now wants to come to the U.S. So we got to make dad a U.S. citizen. Oh, but cousin Hector, he's a dear close family friend, and he's a really nice guy. Oh, so we got to make him a U.S. citizen. And it all started with that anchor baby right there. That anchor baby that no European nation, by the way, allows. Nope, that's right. No European nation allows the anchor baby to even happen, but the United States do. Does Mexico allow the anchor baby? If you're a U.S. citizen and you give birth to your child in Mexico, to the Mexican government, that child's an American. That child don't have no right to a job in Mexico. The jobs in Mexico are for Mexicans. Property rights, those are for Mexicans. They ain't for you. You have to marry into a Mexican family to have anything resembling property rights. See how that works? See, we bend over backwards and allow property rights, jobs, and we even give welfare and food stamps to a lot of people who are not here legally. But you try that in anything like that in Mexico, an American, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get any assistance from the Mexican government. You'll be daggum lucky to get a job. And if you do get a job illegally in Mexico, you're going to wind up arrested and put into a nice dirty jail in Mexico. The law, what Mexico allows for Americans who cross over into Mexico, and what America allows for Mexicans crossing into America, is two completely different things. There's a standard, and it's not a fair standard either. Mexico wants to keep on taking and taking and taking. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm for immigration. I'm not for illegal immigration. I'm not for people just deciding that they're going to just come here and just take over. I'm not for people who are just going to just want to just cross the border just because they feel like it and take a job just because they feel like it and decide one day they're going to just cross the border willy-nilly. No. We have a process, but that process is not being followed. The only person that I heard talk about building a mega wall along that border is Donald Trump. I mean, us conservatives have been asking for the halt of illegal immigration. We've been begging for it, and along comes Donald Trump saying, "Okay, I hear you. I want to take care of that." But then some conservatives some of my fellow conservatives is like, but you're a liberal. No, we don't like you. You are not one of us. Gee, he certainly sounds like one of us when he talks about immigration. When he talks about cutting taxes and talking about jobs for Americans, talking about making America great again. I mean, the last president who really talked about making America great and making it sound really good was Ronald Reagan. To me, Donald Trump sounds a lot like Reagan. Reagan, too, was a former Democrat. So why is it that us conservatives, we don't hold it against Ronald Reagan for being a former Democrat, but we're going to hold Donald Trump's feet to the fire for being a former Democrat? Oh, because his transformation was so fast. He changed so fast, and it's so convenient because now he's running for president. I mean, look at how weak the Democrat field is, people. Look at how weak it is. You have Hillary versus Bernie Sanders, basically, and that's it. And Hillary's campaign is a mess. Hillary's history is a mess. This woman is knee-deep in doo-doo. Trump could easily have ran as a Democrat. Easily. And won. Sorry. He has the money to campaign as a Democrat. He had a choice. He could have ran as a Democrat and mopped up the floor with Hillary. But strange he decided to run as a Republican. And strange that he's talking like us. But you know what I say? I say not strange. I say, much like myself, Donald Trump was a former liberal who saw the light. Somebody got to Donald Trump and had a good conversation with him. A conversation so good, it opened his eyes. He had a night where he couldn't sleep because the conversation was so deep. He started thinking, it's like, wait a second. As sharp as a man as me, I believed all the lies, garbage and bullshit of liberalism. I believed that crap. And I feel like I've been used. I feel like I've been taken advantage of by these liberals. And then he hears about this woman that gets killed in California by an illegal. And he says, that's it. I can't take it no more. And then he decides to run as a Republican. And he's campaigning as Republican. He's talking as Republican. And he says he is a Republican. And he wants to win as a Republican. He's only keeping the third party option open in case he gets screwed over. I mean, I can't blame the man, really. I mean, the mass media, they're known for screwing people over. And you, my conservative friends, you know this. You know liberals are good at screwing people over. All Donald Trump is doing is keeping the option open for third party just in case. And I think if he ran as third party, I think he could win. Yes, I think he could even beat Hillary. He could beat Bernie or any of them. But Donald Trump says he wants to win as a Republican, and I believe him. He says he's changed. I believe him. You know why he says he changed, and I believe him? Because I changed myself. So my support is for Donald Trump, or as Hulk Hogan would say, "What you gonna do when Trump-a-mania runs over you?" So Donald Trump 2016, hopefully either Ted Cruz or Dr. Carson will be his running mate, you know, the VP, and we can keep a Republican in the White House for 16 years or more and really get some stuff done. That's what I'm praying for. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye, y'all.